What is going on, Shedheads? Happy Friday to you guys out there. Of course, it is Friday night, back with the boys in the green room. And hold on, let me do this real quick. Something, I just want to do a little bit of this. Haha, yeah, little color change action. Of course, like I said, back with the boys. And we're here for another liquid tasting courtesy of Lady Liberty and Advocate for Liberty. The boys actually have their own flavors that they're going to try. I've got my own flavor I'm going to try. We'll talk about that as we go through buffets and the such as. So before we get to things as far as tasting, let's find out what we're vaping currently. And we'll start off with Sean. What you got, man?
Well, I'm still keeping with the Bonza Pro right now. Got it on top of my classic work mod, the old Vaporesso Gen. Had to put the Gen 2 in retirement because the button is failing.
Oh,
It
hold
like
on. What's up? Hold on. What's going on here? Oh, there we go. Thank you. Thank you, guys. I fixed it. You're good. There's no video there for a second. We're good now.
That's okay. I'm super confused right now because I'm trying to pull up the chat because I realized I didn't have it, and you're not popping up in my followed list, which is very
just click
bizarre.
the old linkage in the Discord.
I'd have to have the thing open.
That's true.
So, but my Gen 2's button no longer working correctly, completely flat. Like I just barely graze that button and it's firing now. So I can't live with that. It's dangerous. You can't put it down and throw it in a pocket with it shut off because it'll literally turn itself back on now. So that's no bueno. So yeah, that's why we got the old G Vapor SO Gen out, and I've been vaping some Crumbs Silver Label tobacco, which is the vanilla custard from them, and then got the Dreamer clutch ready to go. Got it freshly wicked. This way we can go ahead and try that new flavor, and of course that's the 3 coil sitting on top. There's the cap just ready to go. You know your boy's got the flavor, bro, flavor, because that's just the way I roll. More restriction, more flavor, give it to me. So yeah, I'm excited. Uncle Chris, it's on to you.
Okay, well, I have a very simple setup tonight. I'm just actually getting getting ready what I'm going to use for this testing. I'm sure at this point now it's feels like it's just going to be every week, and honestly, it probably will be. But I will be using the one, the only Bonza Pro, and I'm going to be rocking it on top of the Vindicator. So that's what's going on. Got the Bonza Pro, got that grape chip chop top on top of the Vindicator, and I'm gonna be trying the same flavor that Sean is from Lady Liberty, but we'll tell you what that is when we're actually gonna do it, and I'll throw it over to James.
So first things first, for what I'm vaping on currently, or actually, you know what? I'm gonna start with what I'm going to be vaping on. Right now I'm gonna re-wick or throw some wicks inside of a good old RDA for vaping too. Got the nice white rings, white tip on there, and inside I'm gonna be trying out some of this Lady Liberty boysenberry Sunday no nuts. Uh, pretty excited to try this out. Very few boysenberry flavors I've had the pleasure of trying. One being Boys in the Hood from Stevo, which if you guys have not tried it, it's a boysenberry lemonade, and it's pretty damn good. So we'll go check that out. But I'm curious to check this out because I haven't had a boysenberry in like a kind of desserty sort of situation yet. Like as far as like like a creamy aspect to it. So I'm really curious to try that. But next thing I've got is good old shed time with a 3-coil on top. That's right. Look at how sick this setup is, dudes. It was like it was meant to go on there. Looks so clean, so sick. Tombstone chop top from DHD. This has got some 4-core aliens from Drip Theory on the inside, and I had to put Homeboy Mango on it because I had to see what this was like, and compare and contrast the things I've been vaping on recently to see how this thing holds up. Very similarly to Sean, flavor by flavor, 2.5 millimeter airflow in there. Gotta say, it's ripping pretty damn nicely. And it tastes so good. So that's all I've got right now until I get this RDA for vaping set up, and then I might switch it up and throw it on something else, or it might just stay on the Odin V2. We'll just kind of wait and see how things go. So with all that being said, it's time to figure out what's new in the shed.
Oh, good Lord, boys. You want to know what's new in the shed this week on the Shed Time podcast? We try the new Trolley Mountain Dew collab. That's what's new. And you'll have to listen to find out. But if you've been listening, I think you might have an idea where this is all going. But we talk a little bit about that. We talk about some new Haribo that's popped off. We talk about some Top Golf because James went ahead and hit some Top Golf. Talked about a little bit of anime as well. And yeah, some new dope tech that we've been testing out. And of course, caffeine and getting your vitamins, because every now and then we got to talk about some health and wellness too. So with all of that, check out the Shed Time Podcast everywhere that the podcasts are found. And of course, shedtimepodcast.com.
Hell yeah, dudes. And I'll already tell you what, I've already got one of these coils wicked, bro. One thing about this, I gotta say, dude, I really like this Blaze Cotton. It's kind of like really growing on me. Shout out, can we take a second? Let's all just take a second and give some kudos and appreciate what Thundercloud's doing right now for the community. Shout out to them because they're putting out solid products from with associating themselves with some amazing people that are part of the community. They got Mike Vapes on the squad right now. They got Bogan. They got Grim. I feel terrible because there's another like reviewer YouTube collaboration guy, but I can't remember who his name is.
The guy that did the bridge.
The guy that did the Requiem, and then
Yeah.
This new Infinite Mods Hyperion V2 collab. I'm super stoked to see what that's all about. I've seen some pictures and some dimensions and things. I'm curious to see like if there's going to be various different styles and all that sort of stuff. But man, they're absolutely killing it. Elmano Vapador, thank you.
Okay,
Hippo.
that sounds right,
dude. They're doing some really solid stuff, putting out some solid products, as well as like accessories and like things that go along with them, like the different types of cotton that they're releasing. Of course, they've got this 12-foot Blaze cotton that you can get in one pack where it's just one long strip. They've got different shoelace cotton variations. They're doing some pretty solid stuff, man. So shout outs to them. Shout outs to Thundercloud. Really excited to see where they bring us, or what they bring us in the time to come. You know what I mean? So far, they're killing it, dude. I know how you guys feel.
I mean, I'm not mad at these two addies.
I mean, the one thing that I have from them is I'm really, really, really liking. So much so that I just tried to almost vape it before I dripped any liquid on it with
Yeah.
fresh cotton.
That would be bad.
I will say this too. After we're done trying these liquids too, I gotta give you guys my first impressions and breakdown of this here 3-coil. Because I have some things to say, and I'm just gonna leave it at that. So you guys can either think that's good or bad. You'll just have to wait and see.
Yeah, Steve, their bill kits look pretty cool. I just think that they look cool. I mean, I don't know how quality everything's going to be, but for all the people that they've worked with, and then they all have their own like rebuild kits. I mean, how can you go wrong with the Grim Green one? It looks awesome. The Bogan one also looks awesome.
Pretty sure Mike Vapes even has one.
Yeah, like no shade to him, but his looks the least desirable by me. Just because of the colors, just black and white. Like that's not me. Black and pink sounds good. Green and black sounds good. Those are the other ones.
For sure.
Almost there, guys. I'm being just super picky.
Sean, are you ready to try this? By the way.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
you
I
guys
mean,
can by all means go for it because you guys are.
So
Yeah, I'm gonna drip it on there before.
We're getting into the maple bourbon cheesecake because we didn't touch on that yet. But
Yeah, that's what we're trying. And I might as well get it on there before I start trying to drip or try to vape again without dripping any liquid on it. Probably be good. Oh, I forgot. There's this plastic around the.
I like the knuckle. I like the knuckle a lot. I'm
I'll
very
tell you.
intrigued now.
I mean, it smells pretty good. I gotta say, on the knuckle, I don't taste a lot of cheesecake, but I definitely get like a nice mapley, bourbony vibe. But I'm guessing that as I vape it, it'll be a little bit more creamy, and that's where the cheesecake's gonna come in.
Look directly into the camera while you're shaking up your liquid.
That's right.
Right down the can, yeah. Just eye contact. Does this creep you out? Are you uncomfortable? Sorry. Anyways. Ooh. Oh, hey.
Ooh.
Hey. I haven't even tasted it yet. I'm just sniffing, bro. There's something. Okay. You know, I'm just not gonna say anything yet.
All right, I'm gonna give it a go here. All right.
Lady Liberty says, okay, I sent Maple to the Canadian Jesus. I'm super nervous now.
All right, let's get this on these wicks.
It's gonna take a it's gonna take a little bit, Cassie. I've been really finding lately that like I don't know what it is, but it might be just this bag of cotton. It's been taking a little bit more time to break in. It's not like you get true flavor after like the first 2-3 hits. It's like more like 10 now.
That's one thing I will say about this Blaze Cotton is the break-in time is like non-existent to me. Like maybe like the first rip, but I feel like that's just because the cotton's just not fully saturated probably yet, you know? Oh, dude, I almost flooded this shit. Let's put the cap on it before I spill it.
Okay, I will say this. This is going back to last week. After the show, and then when Tim was like saying that most people said that mango from Dwayne was actually like a little bit more like throaty. I was like, oh, I wonder if it's the nicotine they use. It's not, because this is not throaty at all to me. So it's definitely something with that
Dude,
mango that made it more throaty.
I just had one like single droplet of liquid just shoot and hit me straight in the back of the throat when I went to go hit this, bro. And it's like, oh shit, I forgot I fucking filled it up super crazy. Take a couple toots.
Something about this that
That doesn't seem right. Why is it reading so low?
Hey, Lady Liberty, what do you normally vape? Like not flavor, like what bill dish and like wattage do you normally vape? I'm curious.
Hmm.
It's like I'm ripping this on a 0.11 with a fresh like 45B or whatever. And it's like railing pretty hard. So I'm guessing it's probably like 135, 140 watts.
0.14 Duchess coils at 109 watts.
Okay, so not too much different.
Okay, I have some questions about this before I give any opinions. Okay, I understand that it's a boysenberry sundae, but what all does that entail? I get boysenberry. Obviously, there's going to be a boysenberry and an ice cream component, but are there other things amongst that's going on here? Because I'm getting other notes that are kind of throwing me off. Not in a bad way. It just wasn't what I was expecting. But that could just be I built it up in my head to be like just boysenberry ice cream, which obviously that's not what this is. I'm just curious. Is there like a chocolate note? Is that what I'm getting? Is there chocolate in here? It's supposed to be like boysenberry ice cream with whipped cream and it. Yeah, okay, that's what it is. Okay, that's what was throwing me off. I was like, what is that? Yeah, it's the chocolate. Like a little chocolate drizzle, right? Or like maybe like a chocolate swirl in the ice cream or something. Now it makes sense. Now that I'm reading that and I'm vaping it, it all makes sense. And I could see how, like, if you're somebody who likes, like, yeah, right, like, yeah, exactly. That's kind of what I'm getting. Because it's not heavy chocolate. It's just kind of like on the back end, you get like a little chocolate note that kind of lingers. You know what I mean? You get boysenberry and like the ice cream up front, and then a little note of the chocolate kind of lingers there for me, I think. I also had to turn this thing down too because I think I was vaping it super hot because at first it was just almost just straight chocolate, but I turned it down and now it's like kind of coalescing a little bit more. If that's the right word, I don't know. I'm just saying words. I will say though, the boysenberry note in here is nice. I personally, just because I'm a boysenberry fan, I wouldn't be mad if there was a touch more. But that's just me. You know what I mean? But where it's at, it is a nice mix of like the boysenberry cream and the hint of chocolate. I will say if you vape this a little bit warmer, a little bit hotter, you do definitely get more of like the chocolate and the cream, and the berry kind of gets overshadowed a little bit if you're vape it hot. Like for some reason this is reading a .08, which I don't believe is correct, but
Drip Theory, you're honestly
okay.
so
Actually,
wrong. It's hilarious.
no, I'm start slowly working my way back up in the watts. Lots of people like syrup a little dark. Well done. I prefer the lighter amber colored syrup. Oh, okay, you're talking about the maple syrup.
Yeah, they're talking about maple. Yeah.
Okay, I'm liking where this now. Okay, I should have asked before I took a hit, because at first I was like, whoa, what's going on here? Now I'm liking what's going on here. Since I kind of like does that make sense? Like there's something about it. I was like, wait, what is that? I don't know what it is, but now that I know what it is, I'm not like thrown off by it anymore. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, that makes sense. It's like when you don't know what something is, and then someone tells you what it is, and then you're like, "Oh, okay, yeah, no,
Yeah.
I
Okay. Yeah.
like
Now I
it."
get it. Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. That's pretty much what happened. I bumped it up. I'm about 108 on a .08 for some reason. It should be like a .1. Um, and it's pretty nice. It's pretty nice. We're did I was so into what I had going on here, I didn't even really notice what you guys were saying about.
We hadn't said anything yet.
Okay, sorry, I was going hard there, going in the paint, going hard in the paint.
I was just getting to know it a little bit,
Gotcha.
just vaping it. I'm chaining it. Actually, this mod's pretty warm, to be honest.
Yeah, my RDA cap was getting kind of hot, so damn. Sean's really thinking this one out because he's had a very like.
I've there's been something that it reminded me of, and I saw something in the chat, and that led me down a road, and that is all I taste now. So like, I'm trying to get the thought back out of my head so I can taste more of this liquid because I'm hyper fixating on one note right now.
Now I'm curious what you read.
Mm. Yeah. 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 Like like that taste is just there, lingering, and I'm hyper fixated on it now. Oh, that's funny.
Okay, I'm gonna talk about it first for a second, and then you can jump in, whatever. Okay, so on the inhale, it's like heavy bourbon for me. It's like mostly bourbon. As like a kind of like on the exhale, like right at that point, I start to get more maple syrup, but it's not that heavy of a maple syrup. It's like there, but it's still a reasonable amount of bourbon. I don't really get that much cheesecake, but it's kind of creamy and I taste coconut. I don't even know if that is coconut, but I think that it's coconut, which also leads me to believe that I kind of know what maybe the cheesecake components are, but that's what my initial like thoughts are. I can break it down more after, but Sean, go ahead.
Yeah, see, so you hit on it right there. Um, Somebody mentioned toasted coconut in the chat, and that is exactly the flavor that I'm hyper fixated on right now. So like I don't taste the maple right now. My brain is just like bourbon and then hyper fixated on the toasted coconut note. It's funny to me because the thing that it was reminding me of is, the little Hostess mini donuts, those crunch
Yeah.
ones that are the toasted coconut.
I've had toasted coconut mini donuts, but I don't know
Like,
the Hostess one specifically.
yeah, like the Hostess crunch ones is what it immediately reminded me of. I was like, this is like a maple. Like, I have some Hostess maple donuts in the other room. And like when I first took a couple of vapes, I picked up the maple. It reminded me of that. And then as this has warmed up and I've continued to vape it, that toasted coconut note is just grabbing me. And that's all I can pick up and think about right now is those little donuts. I like those little donuts, so I'm not mad at that. But now I'm hyper fixated on it. I'm trying to just break my brain away from it so I can taste the whole picture again.
Well, now that I'm curious, I will put it on a regulated mod for a second, and I'll turn the wattage way down.
Yeah, I think it's a good idea.
Well, after reading Tim say that, I'm gonna be curious to see if he's right, or if I feel I taste the same. So we'll say that my mod was sitting at 3.6 volts. So I'll go to 3.4.
Yeah, I went from like 3.6 volts and I turned it down to like 2.8.
Oh, hey, it's totally different. I'm at 3.3 volts right now, and that's totally different. Now I get a little bit more of the cheesecake note.
Okay, I went to 3.2, which is still like 92 watts. I will say that it tastes more cheesecakey, but I feel like I'm getting less maple right now. It's just more cheesecakey.
Who's rocking what? Hungry Hippo. Who's rocking .06s?
I'm rocking triple 27 aliens on 3mm. 0.11. Yeah, at like 3.2 volts, it's like mainly cheesecake for me. But I can taste the sweetness, which I could say that I could tell that it's maple syrup
Oh, let me tell
or
you what,
maple.
Hungry Hippo, 92 watts isn't nothing, bro. In our circle, most of us have been vaping like 0.1s on max, which usually equals out to about like 110 to 120 watts.
I think he means that the math is wrong.
Oh,
I think that's what he means.
I mean 92 for 3 point. Oh, seems high. Well, dude, for here, this is what was it, 3.2? Yeah, because 3.2 on a 0.08 is 123 watts, dude. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah, this is a 0.11.
Yeah, so that makes sense.
I got an Ohm's law calculator, so I was like, fuck it, let's just go find out. 3.2 volts, about a 0.11. No, not a point QQ phone. Come on. Don't do me like that. Let's calculate. 93 watts.
Yeah.
Pretty fucking good there, Chris, for some mental
It says,
math.
yeah,
Well,
like I
not-
mean,
It also says it on the mod too, like right.
it does say it, but it says 92.9.
Yeah.
Like it, so it's
it
93
just rounds
watts.
up, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't get that on
I
this
will
one.
say for this boysenberry sundae, I think I like it way better at a lower wattage because I don't get as much of the chocolate. Because me personally, and it's nothing against this liquid, it's just against chocolate vapes. Never really been a huge fan because it leaves like majority of them for me. This is just personally. This, like I said, nothing against this liquid because for what, like I said, at a lower wattage, I enjoy this a lot more because it's definitely more boysenberry. It's just a hint, but it leaves like I feel like most chocolate vapes to me always kind of leave like a little, almost like chalkiness in my mouth. And it's been like that with everyone I've tried for the majority of them. But you turn this down, the boysenberry and the ice cream come up, and the chocolate's just kind of like a little note on the end. It's definitely a
I'm putting my Mac on
nice
a Mac.
compromise.
I think that I might like it more on the Mac.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get a lot more of the bourbon, and I don't mind it because that's not really a flavor that I get much in vaping personally. I'm not even like a huge bourbon guy, but it's almost like a it's almost like a I don't even know, just a creamy mapley bourbon vibe.
Yeah, like I don't get maple syrup with bourbon. I get a maple bourbon.
0.07, 0.06 on your max, bro.
That's too hot.
That's a little sketch, dude. Personally.
Yeah, I feel like if I were to get like a Canadian Club maple, like that's the vibe.
Yeah, yeah.
Where it's not like maple syrup.
Like this has like it reminds me of I'm drinking a maple crown royal on the rocks and I'm eating some sort of creamy dessert.
Even like a vanilla ice cream.
Yeah.
Honestly, I could see
Yeah.
that. But when I
That,
did turn it way down, I got considerably more cheesecake, but everything else went way down.
yeah. Like where I would vape this, like when I carry this mod around and I'm running, whatever at it, it's usually around 3.5 volts for my normal point 0.1 type of vape. And at 3.5 volts, this is fantastic. This is just that nice maple bourbon cream note that's happening. And I like it a lot. Toasted coconut doesn't scream at me now.
It, and just to
Then
clarify,
Lady
Angry
Libra, that's
Hippo,
what I
I
would
was
get.
just saying that for me personally, I don't really like going lower than 0.08 is the lowest I go, and that's very rarely. But that's just personally, and for me, I just don't think I need to go that low on a Mac. I feel like it tanks the battery, dude.
Well,
Like
I
that
feel like it
that's
ruins juice personally. That's like, but I'm like a
it's just too
flavor
warm for me
elitist.
too.
that is the big thing with running that low is that you start
Just
to get
personal
into this weird
preference.
trade-off of the voltage you can get out of a mechanical versus that low of a resistance. So like your batteries are designed to discharge at 3.7 volts under like an ideal ohm load. So when we start going too low, now you're getting 3.3, 3.4, and that's tough.
The build in my 3 coils 1.2. I'm actually surprised how much I'm digging it. Dude, I had one the other day, Steve-O, that had like a, what was it? I think it was like a 1.4 or whatever. Obviously, I was vaping it regulated, but I still had it like Sean was saying. I usually rock things voltage 3.7, 3.6 to 3.7 volts. And dude, it was fucking nice.
I mean, I'm running a 0.17 in the Bonza.
Yeah.
Like this is just the stock coils that come with the Bonza. I throw them in. It was like, let's give it a go and see. I have really enjoyed that vape. Yes, I turned my voltage up a bit. I went to 3.9 on a 0.17, but it's fucking good.
I'm still trying. Where's my. Of course, it's not right here.
Oh, Ern, I definitely did back in the day, dude. Cause, dude, I bought so much shit back in the day that sometimes I'd just put the stock build in and never use it again because I was like, this is not good.
Well, that's part of my thinking, right? Is it's like I want to test it with the most basic stock coil, something like that. Because if it's good with a machine made coil or what have you, just some basic ass, tricore fuse clapped in something like that, then when you slap a drip theory, you know, alien or a breeze tone alien, if you drop some of these like nicer handmade coils in there, you're going to get a phenomenal vape experience. So like that's my mode of thinking is it's like if I enjoy the vape out of the Bonza now on some stock coils, yo, when I throw some nice coils, like one of my old sets of breezies that's kicking around, or my last set of drip dairies over there, bro, I'm gonna have the most fucking mouth-watering vape experience ever. And that's exciting to think about.
Uh, 0.1 to 0.11 is my sweet spot, bro. Like, right, point 0.1 to 0.11, right, or I'll say this. How about this? 0.09 to 0.11, like right in that little fucking pocket. That's like my go-to for like everything. That's why I like Breezetone's triple 26s. That's why I'm really digging these 4 cores from Drip Theory because I think they come out to like a 0.1 or 0.11 if I'm not mistaken. Let me check real quick.
That's what like I'm just like a 0.1 guy. 0.1, 0.11.
Yeah,
I know like
0.1 on the dot, dude, and they fucking smack.
those point oh builds are nice when you live in the cold climate in the wintertime, though. I'll tell you
Yeah,
what.
that's part of my thing too. Is I don't like things that get too hot because, dude, it's always if it's not like winter, it's fucking usually pretty warm here majority of the time. Dude, it just makes my fucking RDA so hot, dude.
Yeah, well, like when you're breathing in ambient air that's 90 degrees already, and then
Yeah,
you're vaping that ambient air, like, yeah, that's gonna get hot fast as fuck, boy.
yeah, triple 26s, Corporate Jason, those are like you can't go wrong with the set of triple 26s, bro. You know what I mean?
Possibly one of the
Dude,
most
honestly,
solid
one thing
builds.
that I've found recently too, like you take some triple 28s, 2.5s, and like Breezetones is usually they usually come out to like a point. What are they? Point one
One
two to
One
point one
four,
four.
one
three,
five tops.
or yeah, but you take a wrap off of them, it brings them down to a 0.11. Dude, that's nice. I've found like as of late, I've been liking like 2.5 millimeter, smaller diameter coils, smaller mass. But dude, like that's why I'm liking these 4 cores because they're a smaller mass coil, but with a little bit more going in it as far as like the cores go. So like I feel like they just ramp super nicely. They throw off great flavor, dude. They fucking pretty slick in this here 3 coil. Which I'm gonna just jump into it and give you guys some of my
Yeah,
thoughts and
tell us
opinions on
tell us
this
your
thing.
thoughts.
So first things first, 810 drip tip cap is such a fucking why I've always wished my original recoil had an 810 top cap, you know what I mean? That was the one thing cuz like even though like I've got this nice crispy cap on my gunmetal one here, which is cool, and I have some of the Macron tips and stuff, but dude, throwing a nice chop top on top of there, bro, just looks so nice. Um, really dig the airflow inserts, how they actually come in towards the coil, similar to like the RDA for vaping does, similar to like how the Bonza does with that like closer airflow, closer to the coil. One thing I'll say that first thing I noticed because I've been vaping that Bonza Pro for so long is the airflow is such a different situation. But with that being said, that's not taking away from the smoothness of it. You know what I mean? It just feels different because I've been so used to like that. Like me and Sean were talking about this on the podcast this week, which you guys will hear in the coming weeks. But like the Bonza Pro, I felt like had like kind of like a spongy sort of airflow where like it felt like there's just a slight bit more resistance kind of feel as you're pulling through it, but not necessarily the lack of air, if that makes sense. But with this one, you can definitely, you just feel it just coming in and then, you know what I mean, hitting the coils and just doing its thing. But they're smooth, no sounds, nothing like that. But I was definitely surprised with the ease of build on this in comparison to the OG with that postless deck, dude. So easy to wick, super easy to build. You know what I mean? If you built on postless decks, you guys already know the deal. But I really dig the like house situation because I'm a blood guy. I just go straight down the drip tip. I don't really pop my cap, and dude, it just drips in there. And dude, you can fill this thing up quite a bit.
It's got some capacity.
Like you could literally, like I've even seen Grim like do his squonk thing, a squonk video where he literally squonks almost the entire bottle into the RDA, and it still doesn't ever come out the airflow. So you could put a substantial amount of liquid in this thing. Dude, all around, I don't really have anything bad to say about it. You know what I mean? The only thing that, like, I seen one person say this earlier, and I could kind of see that, but I also kind of like the fact that it's like this, because it reminds me, you know, of the original RDA for vaping with the threaded cap. Because, like, you can't, once it's threaded down, it is kind of hard to pull it back out. You know what I mean? So you literally have to pop the cap and kind of push the airflow out from the inside. But I don't really ever do that unless I'm cleaning it anyways, and I'm already pulling the cap off then anyway. So for me, it's not the big deal. But if you're somebody who wants to be able to just not have to pop the whole cap and just pop the top, you're going to probably have to just pop the whole cap. Or you could unscrew it and screw it back on. But I know some people will be against that. But hey, but I will say this, probably if you had the other top cap on it that's got the other drip tip, I feel like you could probably pull that one off a little bit more because you actually could pull
Yeah,
it.
here's something to grip on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But other than that, dude, the machining on quality on this thing's beautiful. I actually really dig the finish on it. It's pretty slick. I like how the like engraved green on the limited edition's kind of like a gloss green in there. So you got like a matte black, but with like a glossy green inlay, which is kind of sick. So you kind of get like the two-tone situation where you got the matte and the gloss. I think it's a pretty sick touch, dude. But flavor, that was one thing I wanted to talk about too. Is I've been so hooked on the Bonza Pro just because of the smooth airflow, the slight bit of restriction I get out of it's nice, but the flavor just pops so nicely in that. And I gotta say that this 3-coil, obviously I vape shit tons of mango out of the Bonza Pro, so I had to put it in here just to kind of see how the flavor compares. And dude, it's right on up there for me with the Bonza Pro. Like I feel like the flavors are damn near identical with maybe like slight variations, but nothing that's like nothing that's gonna make me not want to vape this. You know what I mean? It's like it's solid all around. I'm just digging it, man. But I will say this: it's definitely kind of a nice switch up from the Bonza Pro for the feel of the airflow, like because it feels so much different, but is also satisfying. You know what I mean?
I get it. Everything you're saying.
It makes me feel like I'm vaping like a sort of like a. It makes me feel like I'm vaping like the OG recoil, but obviously upgraded. You know what I mean? It's like a slightly better OG recoil as far as like the flavor, the airflow, like everything I liked about the OG and why I vaped that for a good period is just kind of elevated, as well as the ease of build, the airflow coming into the coils a little bit more. Solid job, Nick. I will say, dude. I think you knocked this one out of the park, and so did Thundercloud. So, if anybody else is interested in picking one up, I would say definitely grab one. And I'm sure a lot of you guys already have.
Yeah, definite must add to any Vapor's collection of Addies.
All right, Corporate Jason, thanks for tuning in, bud. I'm still waiting for Steel Belly to get them in stock. Yeah, I told him he should.
The fuck, Will?
Well, he's waiting on them to show up. They're supposed to show up today. He was hoping. I told him like earlier in the week he should shoot him an email and see what's going on. Yeah, it's a banger, man. I've been really enjoying it. And I literally got mine Sunday, which was weird, because it came from like a third party carrier. And dude, I've been vaping it solely since Sunday. I've already done like
definite winner.
2 reweeks on it, I think. And it's pretty damn good, man. If I do say so myself. Oh, so final thoughts here on I'm gonna take one more ripski. One more good ripski on the Boysenberry Sunday. Final thoughts. All right, for me, I definitely like this at a lower wattage because you get more of the boysenberry and the ice cream components, and the chocolate's just kind of like a, background actor sort of thing. You know what I mean? Where you know he's there, but he's not like star of the picture. And for me, I feel like that's where I like this because, like I said, I've never really been huge into chocolate vapes, and that's from anybody. Like even like I liked Chris's PBCC, but it wasn't something that I could vape all the time, but I didn't necessarily get the same note from that. But this, I like lower wattage, get more of that boysenberry, more of that ice cream. Pretty good. I think this would probably shine better in maybe like a single coil RTA running at like 75 watts or something like that. I feel like that could be pretty damn good. But yeah, that's where I'm at with it. It's not something I'd vape on my normal mech setup, but I could see this in like maybe like a more, mellow, lower wattage, maybe even slightly restricted, longer draw sort of situation to where maybe that berry component can kind of, flourish a little more, because that's really why I wanted to try this, because I'm like just a boysenberry fanatic, and I do like the boysenberry note that's in here. I will say that is on point. Me personally, I want more of the boysenberry, but that's just me. You know what I mean? And Hoozle.
Your final thoughts, Chris?
Excuse me. Okay, so my final thoughts are this. I think it's pretty good. I think I do like it a bit hotter. The cheesecake note is nice down low, but I kind of miss out on the bourbon aspect down low. It's not as much there for me. I will say that as I vaped it, like I do get like the maple kind of like chilling in my mouth. Like right now, I haven't tasted anything. I just drank water. And like right now, honestly, it's almost like I had like a maple, not the mapleness, not the candy aspect. If I had like a maple candy in my mouth, and like now it's like kind of gone, and I can kind of just like taste it in my cheeks a little bit. You know what I mean?
Jowls.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I do wish that I got more cheesecake note higher so I could get both together, but I also know that that's not necessarily how e-liquid works.
Yeah.
Overall, I like it. It's good. If you're like a person that likes bourbon and you want like a creamy kind of bourbony note and you vape hot, you could get this and you would enjoy it. If you like more cheesecake and you're like a cooler vapor, it's a solid cheesecake there. I don't know if you're gonna get both together. I guess that would be my final thoughts. But overall, I like it. It's good.
Yeah, I mean, I get just a creamy maple bourbon, and I'm not mad at it. I am a bourbon fan. I like bourbon vapes, so This one excited me, and the bourbon note is perfect because there are some that are like they're aggressive and they're a little off-putting, and this is a bourbon vape that is solid. I agree with everything Chris said. I mean, the cream note is a lot stronger when it's down low, and if that's what you're looking for, back off the wattage a little bit. But if you want that more aggressive maple bourbon note, then bump the wattage up. Uh, I noticed obviously chain vaping on a mech as it got hotter is when I was really noticing that like that toasted coconut note. Now that I'm vaping it more casually, like I would normally vape it, it's not aggressive. So for people who are like, it sounds good, but that like don't let that turn you off. I think you should definitely try it, check it out. I think it's solid. I'm definitely going to have to put this bottle away at some point because now I want to taste it like in 2 months when it's just kind of like sat, steeped some more, oxidized a little bit, and see what it turns into then. So I'm kind of excited to revisit it after I put it down at some point. So that's kind of my thought.
Oh yeah. I don't think I said it or not, but I like it as well. I don't know if I fully said that or not, but like I said, for me, I feel like this is gonna shine. Like I saw Steve put this in the chat earlier. Single coil like squonk box sort of situation. Definitely could see this.
Dude,
shine.
it'd probably
like,
be good in the Druga, honestly.
That's kind of what I'm thinking. Something like that, or even like I put the single coil deck back in the Valkyrie Mini. And just rock a single coil on that. I feel like it'd be pretty nice in there, dude. I feel like it'd be pretty good.
Or even like a 0.14 on a mech.
I was thinking that too. Something that's maybe a little bit higher in the ohms. You know
yeah, just to pull the power down a touch.
Yeah. That's why I'm thinking like a single coil, like a 0.2 single coil. Or like even maybe like a 0.3 single coil could be pretty nice. So that'd be like 0.15 dual. If I had a nitrous single, that would be pretty sweet. I heard a lot of good things about it. But anywho, I think it's that time, fellas.
It is.
I think it's that time.
Very much so. That time.
So go ahead and tell them, Sean.
Shit, ladies and gentlemen, stretch your legs, grab a drink, or do like we do and inhale that good shit and exhale that bullshit because it's shit time, baby.
Let's do it. we're back. Hopefully you guys enjoyed your shed time break, because I know we sure as hell did. And of course, I forgot to put a poll in the chat again this week, but we decided what game we're going to play, and we want to do a little round of Bump It or Dump
A
It.
little extra for
Yeah,
everybody out there.
Yeah, dude.
We're going. It's a Friday.
I was telling the boys, eventually I want to record little little recordings for each bumper at some point. Just little fun ones whenever I'm feeling silly one weekend. But in the meantime, that's what you're going to get. You're going to get it live off the dome, whatever comes out, and that's what you get this week. But with this game, we need your guys' help. This is one of the number one crowd participation games, because we can't play it unless you guys participate. So that means we need you guys to drop some song suggestions with artist and song title in the chat. Anything goes, whatever, man. We got rid of categories for this game a long time ago, because I feel like it's way more fun wide open, because you get a way vaster, wider array of song choices to pull from. So let us start rolling in. We'll see how things go, and we'll get into a round of Bump It or Dump It. What up, Fishy? Thanks for popping in, bro. Hopefully you're doing well. Shout outs to all you guys out there in chat. You know what I mean? I want to scroll and do a little shout outs. We haven't done that in a while we wait for some suggestions to pop in. I see Brian Enoch down there. We got Ern holding it down as always. Lady Liberty, of course, is here. Hungry Hippo, we've been talking to you all night. Steve O'Neill Pitts. Who else we got up in this piece? Of course, we had, Corpus Jason earlier. Thanks for popping. And Dalton was here, or may still be here. I think I also saw where'd he go? Yeah, ginger bearded vape god was here. So shout outs to everybody, because I feel like that's the majority. Oh, of course, Gooser out there in chat as well. Shout out to the squad, and of course our main man Trip Theory. So let's see here. You guys see anything popping out at you that you want to rip on to start, or not rip on, but pick on.
I'll pick one. I'll pick one from Lady Liberty, and it's Clint Eastwood by the Gorillas.
Fuck, I haven't heard that song in so long, I don't even remember how it goes.
That's I'm happy.
Oh,
feeling
yeah.
sad.
Yeah.
I got sunshine in a bag. I'm useless. But not
Dude, honestly, this
future.
I feel like the Gorillas are like one of those like bands that I sleep on sometimes. You know what I mean? Because like I know that they've got some bangers that, at least for me, that I enjoy, but I never really like listen to them super heavy. But whenever they come on, I'm like, oh shit, yeah, fucking Gorillas, dude. And I feel like that's one of those ones I could if it came on, I'll turn it up, dude.
I mean, they've worked with some like dope underground
Legendary
MCs
people,
over the years and shit, like all sorts of fucking incredible musicians. And I agree with you, James. Like, it's a band I just sleep on. Like, I I dig a lot of the songs I've heard, and I've just never spent any
never
time,
dove into their like
yeah,
discography
like
at
listening
all,
to
bro.
them. So I mean, I'm gonna bump it because I do fucks with Clint Eastwood. If that song came on the radio, I'm gonna turn it up.
That's a good one, bro.
Dude, like the thing for me is to like all the funky Homo sapiens in that track.
Right?
And like he's fucking awesome. And just as you're saying, like I'm not like a huge Gorillaz fan, and honestly, like I guess one of the main guys is like the guy from Blur. He's like the lead singer from Blur.
Yeah.
And like, dude, Blur was fucking massive. So like, absolutely, the dude's got a lot of experience and brings a lot to the table, and it's so different. I would bump it.
And one thing
You
I've
know,
always kind of
I didn't know
appreciated
that
about them
connection.
too is that you never really knew like who they like. Obviously, if you like kind of like obviously somehow you found out like that the singer is the guy from Blur or whatever. But I never knew. Like I never had a face to put to the characters, so like they were always just
Yeah,
like
when
the
well, all
gorilla.
their videos were like
Exactly,
animated.
exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like
Yeah.
so,
Oh, even their live
even
show,
their
like
shows, bro. Like they would
Oh,
have
they
really?
stuff
project.
on
Yeah, they would
monitors and they'd just
project
be
those
like on
characters.
stage and shit,
Oh yeah.
or like be like backstage.
But like the dude
I-
that says like even in this song like the future
Yeah.
is growing, like that's the lead singer of Blur. That's like woohoo, like
yeah,
that's who
yeah,
that
I
is,
know.
yeah.
And now that you say that, I can hear the correlation. But like I said, it's one of those bands that I felt like I slept on. I never dove in. Like I feel like if I dove into them and listened to them more, I would have fucking known that. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, I'm sure they would have. Also, like, dude, by the time you were like even double digits in age, like Blur was they only had song 2. That was the only song that even came out probably after that, bro.
Yep.
Well, no, not even that. I'm just saying, like, I would just know more about the band just from like listening to them. You know what I mean? Like, I would,
Yeah, like if you got really into Gorillaz, you'd be like, oh, this guy, it's like
exactly.
David something. I
It's
can't
like bands
remember.
that I'm really into. I like know like like something about the members that are in it a little bit. You know, because like I've followed them for a while. But like bands that I just listen to passively, I know what their names are, but I couldn't tell you like, you know what I mean? Anywho, let's get back into this. Sean, you got one?
Yeah. Um, I've got to throw this one out from Lady Liberty. It's the Ninja Turtle rap from Vanilla
Bro,
Ice.
go turtle, go turtle, go, go turtle, go turtle, go. Fuck yeah, bro. Are you kidding me? That's like #1 like nostalgia. Honestly, bro, I will say this, bro. I'll still bump Ice Ice Baby. I don't give a fuck.
Oh
bro.
yeah, for sure. I would
Who
too.
cares, dude? So what? People thought he was corny. He's the first one to do it. You know what I mean?
Dude made fucking a pretty big fucking impact
Yeah,
from
dude.
being like virtually a one-hit wonder.
He was huge at that time, dude.
Yeah. Dude, who knows? Maybe there'd be no Eminem without Vanilla Ice. Just saying.
Hey,
Who knows?
some say. I'm just
Yeah. Someone could say that.
Yeah, someone could. I'm not saying it, but someone could.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm definitely not saying that.
I mean, let's be honest though, you're not wrong. Like breakout mainstream white hip hop artist. Like
who did it before?
nobody did it that big.
Yeah.
As a white rapper, nobody did it that big.
Because like Vanilla
before.
Ice was out before Informer by like Snow. I feel.
And even then, Vanilla Ice did it bigger. Like
I don't think
Snow didn't
got as
have.
big.
Dude, you know what?
Yeah, Snow wasn't in movies. Snow didn't have Pepsi commercials and shit. You know,
have like a fucking TV show,
Lady
but
Liberty,
his like
you're 100% right. It is
rebuilding
Go Ninja,
shit.
Go Ninja, Go. You're 100% right. I said turtle.
Oh,
It's just
I
because I,
was
got
just
so
vibing.
excited, bro. It's because it's turtles, dude. Dude, I was just as much as love as I have for like the Power Rangers, I have for the turtles. I just don't have the collection of that. You know what I mean? That's
it was never as big collectability.
Oh, dude, yeah, it is. Are you kidding me?
As Power Rangers.
Bro.
Yeah,
Bro,
huge.
Oh, okay.
Dude. There's still
Like,
to this
I don't
day,
feel like
they're
back in
coming
the
out.
day there was that much stuff.
Dude, that was part of the thing about them when they did the animated thing, is they wanted to kit it up so that they could push the toys. That's because, dude, when they did the animated show, it's nothing like the comics that the Turtles started as. It was way darker. It was all black and white like art, and the only color that you see was red, and it was their bandanas and like the blood shit that you'd see in the scenes. It was gnarly, dude.
So was it like more? It was more like the original comics.
What was?
Ninja Turtles.
No, the original
The
comics
original-
were that were what I was saying, what I just said, and then once they decided to make it into a show,
Okay,
they
I
completely
understand.
changed it, dude, from like what it originally was and made it more kid friendly. So
Yeah, because like my brother had like a number of the top issues. Like he probably had like 5 or 6 that were in the top 10. And yeah, dude, it was like way different. I remember
Yeah,
reading one of them and being
OGs,
like,
bro. Like
this is
it was literally like black and white art with like some red
it
accents.
was
Being
cool
like,
though.
it was sick, dude.
But yeah, they like
And
murder
they
people and
kind of
shit.
tapped back into it with this like newest comic series that they released with the Last Ronin. Dude, I can't wait. They're supposed to be doing a movie, bro. Oh, I can't fucking wait because that story's so sick. But anywho, let's get back into this game. Do we all bumping?
Yep.
All right, my turn. My turn. My turn. My turn. My turn.
There's so many good ones out there now.
I know. That's kind of why I wanted to wait a bit and kind of take some time because then we got some scrolling we can go through. And ooh, you know what? That would have been. I'm gonna have to do it now because I went ooh, Barracuda by Heart from Lady Liberty. Bump it or dump it.
I'll jump in. I would definitely like.
Dude, I just said
bump
that
it.
out of like instinct once I read it. And I was like, ooh. And I just realized, oh wait, the next line is literally the title of the song.
Yeah, and dude, because I know it too, just that same way. Like I bumped that. Dude, Heart ripped,
Dude,
dude.
not only that, dude, but the guitar riff, bro. It's just that fucking like trot. It's just that for a while, and then it gets into like the solos and shit, bro. Fuck, dude. Heart rips, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
dude,
mean,
they
I,
ripped.
I I definitely would bump it. Like, matter of fact, there's a playlist I listen to regularly that has a cover of it from like a metal band that's just fucking fantastic. So, yeah, absolutely bumping it.
Dude, I remember when they had this song on Guitar Hero, bro. I used to fucking love it, dude. It was one of the first songs I learned how to play on guitar for a while too. It's only one string, or you can play it on one string if you really want to, and then you can really get into it and play all the other shit. Anyways, so we all doing that one. Back to Chris.
Okay.
That's in my head, dude.
Okay. I'm gonna go one. I said to make sure that it was the one that I remembered. Um, so this one here is from Brian Enoch and it's Raekwon Ice Cream.
Yes. Again, Wu-Tang is for the fucking children.
That's Raekwon, dude.
Like,
Yeah, it's
anybody,
got fucking Ghostface killer in there.
anybody's solo material is still Wu-Tang.
Dude,
It's
honestly,
still
Well, there's
good.
three members that are in
You
the
know,
song.
dude, this is the thing though, bro. This is the thing about Wu-Tang, bro. Not only were they were amazing as a group, but each one of them individually, bro, could have done it on their own.
That's
You know what I
it.
mean? Like with their talent. But the fact that they all came together and decided to do it as the fucking the Wu-Tang Clan, bro. What, dude?
Yeah, like
There's nothing else
everybody's
that
put
needs
out
to be
solo
said.
records and it's all heat. All of it.
Yeah, I would also bump it. Like, you best believe that I let it play after I was like,
Dude,
yeah, this is what I thought it was.
speaking of Raekwon, dude, and the Wu Tang Clan, I seen the best shirt the other day, bro. It's literally, it's Mr. Rogers throwing up the W, and it says in the background, it's for the Wu Tang's for the kids. It's got Mr. Rogers on the front throwing up the W. It's so sick. Anyhow,
All right.
Sean.
So this one's from Praise for Villains. And it's Chumbawamba's Tub Thumping.
I don't.
I get knocked down, but I get up again, and it's never gonna get me down.
You know what I think? There was a movie when I was a kid that song's in, and like I get flashbacks to that movie every time I hear that song, and I can't remember. I think I'm trying to think of who was in it. Was it maybe?
It's been done in some TV for sure. It's definitely been
I
done in
think it
some
might have
movies.
been a JTT movie, bro. Jonathan Taylor Thomas.
Dude, it's from that era, man. It
That's
was
what I'm saying.
probably in a number of
Do you-
teeny bopper movies.
I wonder if it was in the one
rom-coms.
that he did with Chevy Chase.
Oh, where Chevy Chase was his stepdad?
Yeah. Was it in that?
What the fuck was that called?
I can't remember, bro, but I loved that movie as a kid.
And Gooster and Lady Liberty, one of you must have had a crush on JTT. Like,
Come
you're
on.
that age.
Dude, the fact that I called him JTT right now is so fucking hilarious. Shit. Man in the House. Thank you.
Yeah.
Hungry
Is it
Hippo,
that movie?
you're the
That
fucking
is the
man.
movie
That is
from
the movie.
with them.
Yeah. Dude. I'm literally seeing the cover of the VHS in my head right now. Dude, I've been getting so nostalgic lately and just thinking about like all the old shit that I used to like fucking do when I was a kid, like, and it's just no longer a thing. And it kind of slightly bums me out, bro. Like fucking watching VHS tapes and like having a VCR. Dude, DVDs aren't even really a thing anymore. Let alone
No, not really.
Blu-rays.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Anywho.
So you bumping the tub thumping, Chris?
I'm gonna actually dump it. Yeah, it got so murdered, man, and like I just don't. It's like a one-hit wonder that I'm cool with, like hearing like one every decade. Like I don't need to hear it, dude, and like I'm not bumping it. I'm gonna probably change channel, like 99 out of 100 times.
Like I don't know if I said I was gonna bump it necessarily. It definitely reminds me of like that era of like movies and shit. But I don't know if I'd bump it. I'm kind of like with you, Chris. I think it's like one of those ones where it's like I would get tired of it real quick, I think.
Yeah, dude, it's been bumped for too long, dude.
Like I'd listen to like the I get knocked one time through, and then I'd be like, all right, I'm
I don't need to hear like taking the night away.
Yeah.
Like, oh gosh, no.
All right.
I should have drank the night away, so I forgot that I'm listening.
I'm gonna bump it actually. And of course, it's because of The Simpsons.
Oh, I could. Yep. If there's a Simpsons correlation to anything,
yep,
I could see it. No explanation.
Because Homer sings it, and you already know I'm gonna interject his line, and the line is something to the fact of, "I sing a song that reminds me I'm a urinating guy."
Oh, Steve-O, bro, this is my pick right here from Steve-O. Eazy-E, real motherfucking G's. Oh, Chris, you've never heard this?
No. Well, no, like not by the name.
You've never heard of Eazy-E, bro?
I've heard of Eazy-E, clearly, but
Sean, do you have any
I'm gonna dump it.
Words? You're not an easy guy?
Fuck Sleazy E.
I mean, he's dead, so.
I'm really curious to hear what Chris has to say.
Like, I'm not even a fan of Eazy-E on NWA tracks. You know what I mean? Like,
that is true. It was a response to Dre Day, which was definitely the better song.
I mean, I probably would bump it.
You would?
I wouldn't. I probably would. I probably would.
For me,
but
I'm like, partial because I'm California born and raised, and I'm like, you guys know me.
You're supposed to like it.
No, not that I have to. I'm just a pretty die-hard West Coast hip hop guy. You know what I mean? Like I was raised on it, so it's like kind of hard for me to hate it because like a lot of it's like I grew up listening to it. You know what I mean? And it's what was on the radio growing up and like that sort of shit. So for me, obviously, I'm bumping it just because it's just one of those songs that just reminds me of fucking California and like old school like 90s, like early 90s hip hop. You know what I mean? Oh, you guys need to quit doing this now. Because other
So
good.
it's Chris's pick, I think.
Uh, yeah, yeah,
That was your pick, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
We're going.
So
Okay.
yep.
For some
Yep.
reason I had this. The circle got turned around on me in my head on the screen.
Okay, I'm like kind of stuck in between two. All right, I'm gonna go with this one from Fishy, and it's Ring of Fire by Social Distortion.
Bumping. I mean, first of all, it's the legendary Johnny Cash's Ring of Fire, but done by Social D. Double win.
I don't think much else needs to be said, but like it's one of those songs that made me go back and listen to Johnny Cash's version once I heard that one because I don't really know when I discovered Johnny Cash, let alone when I discovered Social Distortion. Like they could have been around similar times. Um, but like having the two different takes on the song, but they all both being great in their own way was so sick, dude. I like that's part of the. Some people may hate it, some people may love it, but I kind of honestly like the take that Disturbed did of Sounds of Silence by Simon and Garfunkel. I thought it was a cool take of the song. It's way different from the original, but also dope in its own way for me personally. But anywho, did I say I was bumping it?
Yes, I think so. And
And
Sean said he was bumping it.
Yeah.
and Chris.
I know I would bump it. I actually Social Distortion back in the day was like one of the bands that I listened to that probably helped shift me into listening to punk rock. So they have like a spot in my heart in the first place. And like that's a pretty good song.
True
I'm gonna
banger.
bump it. I haven't heard it in a
True
fucking
banger.
minute either.
Definitely heard it on the Tony Hawk Pro Skater soundtracks.
It's in my punk mix. Like it was just like in regular rotation. But for my next pick, I'm going with this one from Dalton. Regulators by Warren G.
Yeah, dude. R.I.P. Nate Dogg.
Mm.
That's all I need to say, bro. The fucking hook master, bro. In those days, bro, you didn't have a hit unless Nate Dogg was on it. And I think that's a quote from many songs. People say that he might have said that himself. And he wasn't lying. And dude, Warren G, bro, I feel like he's another one of those guys that I don't think got as much credit as he should have.
Definitely slept on as far as the G-Funk style.
He created G-Funk, bro.
Like so many other people did it too, but like
I feel like he's like that. You say G-Funk, I think Warren G.
That's it.
Absolutely, fuck him, dude. I love it. I honestly was gonna pick that one, but I'm glad you picked it because then that opens me up.
I saw your eyes light up, James, and I was like, this motherfucker just saw Regulators.
Regulators. Oh no.
That sample is just so good.
Dude, yeah.
Like the beat for that is
You gotta
just
know how to handle your steel, earn your keep.
I'm guessing you're still getting familiar, Chris?
Oh no, I know that song. No, I would
Oh,
bump it. Sorry, I was like looking because I hate making you guys wait, and there's so many people like adding tonight that
All
I just
right, all
wanted to
right.
collect my second
I'm
right
gonna do
next to
this
them.
one from Brian Enoch. Shout out to Tenacious TX as well for this one. Coheed and Cambria, The Suffering.
Oh, I'll bump it. I've been like kind of vibing with them over like the last like 6 months, maybe a year. Like listening to them, like liking 4 or 5 of their songs, and I'm starting to pick out more as they kind of like get popped in. I don't know, man. I also watched the Dromeo on the drummer. I just think he's like a really cool dude and he rips it. So it's like I kind of been, yeah, I would bump it.
it's a dump for me,
I
man.
saw
I
that coming
can't
from
do
a
that
mile
singer's
away.
voice. It's
Dude,
not
I
for
know he's
me.
one of those ones, bro, where I feel like he's an acquired taste. And the thing about it is like, for me, it's even weirder because most of the times that probably wouldn't be my thing, but there's just something about that guy that I dig, bro. Like it's just like his vibe as well as that voice that comes out of what he looks like just doesn't make sense, and I kind of vibe with it.
Oh,
You
when
know
you
what I mean?
see like what the guy
Yeah,
looks
when you
like,
look at him, it
yeah,
like
he's
his
got like the fucking crazy
crazy
long,
hair,
curly,
beard,
dark
like
hair beard. Yeah.
yeah, and he's got this crazy high voice, but
Yeah.
it's a very
It's
unique
just
sound.
yeah, like it's its own falsetto
Yeah,
register that like
it's nobody else sounds like him.
because
I
that's
think
like
that's part of the reason why I like him, because like I kind of get drawn to people that are like original, to where like there's not really many people that sound like them or doing what they're doing, whether it's something
Oh
like
no.
vocally, something lyrically, something m- musically is with like instruments or beats or like that sort of thing. Like I kind of get drawn to that sort of stuff sometimes, like the outliers.
if that band had a different singer, I'd be all over it because I think the
So
band
like
is
in every
They
phenomenal.
song, because
rip,
like there's
dude.
some songs, dude, that he does not sing like
Like,
that up.
well, I'm not going to go through the majority of the catalog because the stuff that I've heard,
All
I
right,
was
if
just
I
like,
come across one where like I feel, because I understand exactly what you're saying, and honestly, like 10 years ago, I probably would have listened to them and been like, not even giving them the chance to like hear the music, because like, dude, they're fucking good. They're so
yeah, well,
tight.
that's like the
Oh,
But
band is
the band
phenomenal.
is crazy.
because like to me,
Yeah,
right, he is like a Geddy Lee. I fucking hate Rush because I hate Geddy Lee.
I feel
But
like
there's people who are like, I don't really
he's
mind Geddy
definitely
Lee's
a
voice.
polarizing figure in the
and
band, to
And
where
I
like
think
you
that
either
that
like
this
or
guy's
love him or
voice
hate
is
him.
similar to that. Yeah.
and it's
Exactly.
funny, Chris, because like I can dig Geddy Lee because of the music that they make. Like I feel like it fits for Rush, and it just maybe it's because I'm used to my metal being all guttural growl and shit that like hearing that like nasty metal riffage and then that dude's voice coming in, I'm like,
Yeah. Honestly, it's kind of 80s to me too. Like, but it's not. And they're like, so I don't know, man. I think their music's fucking rad. And his voice doesn't bother me that much.
All right. So where we at? That was my pick, right?
yep,
Okay.
yep.
So Chris, you might be
Okay.
able to get one more quick round going. Dude, I'm seeing some songs in here, bro, that bring me back to like different eras of my life, to where like I would have listened to them, but I'm now maybe not.
All
Or
right, I'm gonna go with one because I know this one and I think other people will know it. But I'm gonna go with Yellow Card Ocean Avenue.
I kind of want to hear what Sean has to say first,
uh
just because I'm curious.
I'm trying to remember the song right now. I'm gonna actually pull it up.
it's like I live on a house on Ocean, or there is a house on Ocean Avenue, or something like that.
You're not ringing any bells.
Yeah. I slept
He's gonna have to. He'll probably have to look it up. But I am curious to hear what he has to say before I give my opinion.
Well, I see, this is the thing, right? Like, I don't think that Sean was ever necessarily in that style of that music, but it's not that far off that he might have heard on the radio and been like, this is one of the better songs I hear on the radio. Like, for new music. That's like where this fits for me too. But he should recognize it.
I've never heard this song that I can tell yet.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah, because this wouldn't have been on his radar or like on stations that he would have been listening to at that time.
Well, so 2003, you gotta understand, I was poor. I didn't have TV. I wouldn't listen to the radio really. I was a juggalo kid.
That's what I'm saying. Like, so
like,
stuff he would have been seeking out would have been like down that lane. This would have been way off the beaten path for him. The only way he would have heard this is if one of his buddies showed him, and that probably wouldn't have happened.
Yeah, so that being said, I would dump this. It is not for me.
Yeah.
There's a part of my life where I probably would have bumped this. If this had come out in like 98, 99, I probably would have bumped this. Because it doesn't hold a nostalgia for me. Like, I'm like,
this is the thing.
It's
for
not
me,
my
bro.
taste.
This hit at a very specific time in like my like growing up. You know what I mean? Because this was around the time where I was really getting into like playing guitar and like when did you say this was? 2003?
2003, yep.
Which would be the age that Sean said that he probably would have bumped it.
Exactly. I was like junior high.
Yeah, like if I was in my junior high years, that was my like pop punk phase when I was listening to like Blink and Newfound Glory.
I thought they were so cool, bro, because they were that kind of music and they had a fucking fiddle player.
I mean, I'll tell you what, it's not bad. I'm letting it finish.
Like, they have some cuts on there, Sean, that are actually like some solid songs for me, but like this is one of those ones that brings me to an era. Like, I get transported back to a specific time in my life where this was definitely on a mixed CD or on an MP3 player. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Or I may have even had that album, you know what I mean, in my CD case of, you know,
I know exactly what you mean.
Your Case Logic case.
Case Logic.
So yeah, I would bump this, bro. Because there was a time I wanted to be in that kind of band. You know what I mean?
I was in one at one time. Yeah. I sang in a band just like this.
I would dump it, but it's not like that bad. I like it. Like 45-year-old me is saying it's really not that bad. Yeah. When it came out, I was like,
this would
turn this shit the fuck off. Now
this would have been the complete opposite lane of what you would have been listening to if this came out. Like, it
was like the most like lipsticky.
Yeah, you would have been talking so much shit to anybody that listened to this music.
Oh, dude. Bro. I would have been destroying them even if they didn't know it.
Yeah.
Like, the level of sarcasm would be so deep, it would cut them.
All right, so for mine, I'm going to stay in the same wheelhouse. This one's from Brian Enoch. Jimmy Eat World, The Middle.
Oh.
I'm going to dump it.
And I just got to point out, because I had to go pull it up again on Spotify. 1,218,395,277 plays.
Yeah, that's obviously massive. Wow. But honestly, to be fair, like, dude, that song got released on like 3 albums. Like, they just kept on re-releasing that fucking song, dude. And like, get over yourself. The first time you released it, somebody showed it to me. They're like, "Oh, you like punk? Oh, I bet you're probably gonna like this." I was like, "This is trash. Like, what are you even doing to me right now?" Ugh.
I'm having a fucking brain fucking fart right now.
And it takes some time in a
Oh
little
yeah,
bit
yeah, 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 yeah.
after everything be just fine.
There
Everything,
would have been a
everything.
time I probably would have bumped this, but nowadays I don't know if I would. Hold on, it's playing in my head now. All right, you know what? I take it back. I might bump this song because I know majority of lyrics to this song, and as I'm singing them in my head's starting to nod to them, like
I
you know what
see
I
it.
mean. So yeah, yeah, I
Yeah, dude,
think I'm
because
gonna
I
have to
remember
bump
I
this
heard
one.
this song for the first time when I was in university in 2000. And
Yeah,
then,
the
dude,
album
that
came out in
song,
2001.
Yeah,
yeah, and then that song, dude, got like re-released again like 10 years later.
2005 or some shit
Yeah,
like that.
yeah,
Yeah.
maybe it wasn't even 10 years. And dude, it got re-released again. Like
Ern says that was a
honestly,
couple years
since like
after
fucking COVID,
though.
bro. But no, it was like around COVID.
Oh
It's
wait,
like all
no.
of a sudden it was like popping again. I'm like, what is going on, dude?
Well, songs
Does
go
anybody
through
know any
waves.
other songs by Jimmy Eat World though? Like,
I
No,
probably
do.
not.
maybe.
I don't
So
think there's
so
many people.
I have been a big Jimmy Eat World fan since that era of 2000, 2001. I found their album Clarity that came out before Bleed American, and Clarity uh, Clarity is a whole different album of Jimmy Eat World than what people know when they hear the middle in that album. But what's crazy about Jimmy Eat World is that they are so all over the place that there are songs that are like punk, and then there are songs that are a little beyond punk. They're almost post-hardcore, but then there's stuff like the middle that's very poppy. Um, the album it came off of though has some absolute heat on it.
Yeah,
Bleed
there's like a few
American.
other songs off that album that I could remember, but I don't remember their names.
Yeah, like there is some absolute heat on that original
Dude,
record, but it didn't blow up. Like that song didn't blow up till way later. Like Chris isn't wrong. They re-released it again, and it like always bugged me that everyone was like, "Oh my God, you hear that new song?" And I'm like, get fucked, poser. Like I was taking hate in the punk scene because I was a punk rock kid who liked that band back in 2000. Like, eat a dick.
all right. Well, speaking of
I've been there.
fire and all that, the heat. I gotta pull this one for my last line. Shout out to Gooser, standing outside the fire. Garth Brooks, dude.
I'm just gonna say I'm gonna dump it. I'm not doing any Garth Brooks, bro.
Bro, dude.
All right, I had to pull this one up. I can't remember which one this
Yeah,
is.
I don't even know it, but
It's kind of a
I
deeper
don't even
cut.
need to.
It wasn't like, well, it was kind of popular at its time, but like it's not like it, is uh friends friends in low places or like uh Thunder Rolls.
Ern, that's like a wild
That's
comment.
weird. That's weird.
Yeah, you're not gonna find it on Spotify
Yeah.
because he's pulled all of his music from streaming platforms. So like you have to like Google his shit and try to find
Really?
a
Well,
way to play it,
there's
or like stream it through like Prime or some
it's
shit.
it's on. It's on there. It's on there. I'm listening to it right now on Spotify.
Oh, is it now? You might have.
It's not legally there, but it's there.
Oh,
Yeah. All right. So now that I'm hearing it and I'm remembering which song this is, I am going to dump this one. There are certain Garth Brooks songs I would bump. It's not going to be one like this.
and oddly enough, this isn't one of my favorite ones either. I just wanted to pick it just to kind of see where you guys went with it because you guys know I'm a huge Garth Brooks fan. This isn't like one of the top cuts for me, bro.
Yeah.
I want higher energy Garth Brooks, not
Dude,
the sad low energy
well,
stuff.
here's the thing. He's got I don't mind that. There's like a couple of his other songs that are like that I'm into, but I feel like he's got better ones, dude. So I
Like
think
the yeah, like I'm not gonna even pick Thunder Rolls. You know what I mean?
I'm
the
not gonna pick
video.
anything.
I will agree with Gooser though. The video is pretty intense because they definitely play it up for the video of the song. Dude, that's one thing too, bro. That I miss, bro, is the music video era, bro, where there was literally a video almost for every like hit song, and you could watch. You come home from school and you could literally turn on MTV and just watch music videos. You know what I mean? Now the only way you're gonna watch them is if you're on YouTube and you go to their
Yeah.
page and try to search for them. You know what I mean? At that point, I'm not gonna, you know.
It would be
Yeah.
cool if they did have like a website that just played videos. That's like what people should probably do. Like just do it on
Oh,
Twitch. Can you play videos on
streaming?
Twitch?
Spotify should
No.
just like
No. Oh.
enable like because you, dude, Spotify you could watch podcasts on there, video podcasts. So
Yeah.
why not just give you the artists the ability to put their video? Well, that's one thing that kind of sucks. They don't get much fucking putting it on their YouTube. They get most of the revenue from that, other than YouTube's thing. But I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know how that works, bro.
Spotify's fucked up for artists now. It's real fucked up.
I just feel like the whole streaming side of it's really screwy because, and not only that, they're getting screwed on the touring side of things now, to where it's like they're even more fucked than they were before. 'Cause they used to be able to at least make money on the road, and now they're getting fucking.
You still make money on the road, but it's like
It's not what
the
it
big problem, and it's something that I've been bitching about for a while, and I'm so glad that the government's been going after them lately, is Ticketmaster. Ticketmaster Live Nation owns 80% of the venues.
That's what I'm saying. That's the part of
Like,
the problem. They've got like a
so
monopoly.
so basically, like there are actual cases that have come out in court since the US government's been fighting Ticketmaster, and this is like in the last like week that this information's been coming out of situations where they have the evidence to show Ticketmaster knew that there's verified resellers were using spam bot accounts to buy up thousands of tickets to major concerts and then resell them, making
Mhm.
triple off the ticket prices. It's insane. And Ticketmaster got to double dip the whole while. It's fucked.
The only thing I'll just say is like more people need to use OnlyFans. Because like I don't think OnlyFans has to be like OnlyFans.
Well, no, they've got different shit on there, dude. It's just what it turned into. Because, dude, they even tried to do like an OnlyFans TV thing. I don't know if that ever took off, where they did like some comedy stuff on there, like some roasts and some types of shit, I think.
Okay.
But I never really heard anything other than, whenever they did that, anything after it. So, who knows? Never really looked into it myself. Let's see. That's pretty much it then, huh?
It's a good
Yeah, it's
round.
about that
End of the
time.
round, end of the game. Good tasting. All around good stream, I feel. You know what I mean? I will say this: the shed time really hit me pretty heavy this year round, dude. Because right now my brain's all over the place, dudes. Like fucking huge. I'm thinking about 12 different things at once. I'm getting kind of spacey, but that's all right because we're gonna go ahead and pull this thing on home. And I'll send it over to Chris because if I keep talking, I'm just gonna keep babbling. So, or you?
Yeah, I'll save you from yourself. Yeah, check out shedtimepodcast.com. Go give it a listen, give us a review. That'd be awesome. Of course, next Friday night we'll be back here doing the green room, 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. I think that everybody should just have a good, safe weekend, and we'll catch you on the next one. I'll pass it to Sean.
Absolutely. Big shout out to everybody who's catching us live, and big shout out to everybody who catches us in the replay. The shed heads really do mean the world to us, and we want to thank all of y'all for tuning in, no matter when and how you tune in. It really does touch us. Of course, check out shedtimepodcast.com for links to everything. And with that, I'll tell you, don't let the bastards get you down. Be cool, don't be a dick, and whatever it is that you do, try and have some fun.
Absolutely. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for my favorite segment of the show. Some wise words of wisdom, food for thought from my main man. And today, Confucius say, oops, oops, whoops, whoops, oops. There we go. Today, Confucius say, show off, always showing up, and show down. Think about it. Think about it. I hit you with it one more time because you might have to like listen to it. It took me a couple times reading it to actually get it. That might also be the shed time. Show off, always showing up, and show down. It's like a fucking tongue twister, kind of. Shout out to Confucius for that, but he's also right. You know what I mean? With that being said, thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us. It was awesome hanging out with you guys. Stay tuned for next week's episode. We'll probably be tasting another liquid of some sort, so look forward to that. If not, we might be doing something else. Like, I think, honestly, it might be time for a Shedhead session or something. I'll have to double check, but we'll let you guys know in the upcoming cloud check on Friday over there on the Instagrams. But with that, we're going to wrap this up as we always do, sending out all those positive vibes. Crisp by fives. Don't forget to tell somebody you love them. And as always, let's just vape on, Shedheads. Bye.